Hey there, everyone. I don't know what this video is about. I don't usually make videos like this, but I'm at home by myself and kind of bored, and I like technology, so I was like, let's get out the computer, see what I can come up with. I'm down here in my shop, as you can see. Right now, I'm rebuilding the chainsaw engine to make it into an RC car. It's gonna have well over probably a horsepower of power. Um, Thing's gonna be pretty big and it's gonna fly down the road. But anyhow, that project's probably a far way off because I have tons of projects. I could take you through a walk view of my shop, and you'd probably see at least 10 or 12 different projects that are, I've worked on a little bit and they're not complete. It's like, um, you know, because like I make a lot of my projects out of materials I find or materials I scavenge from broken machines, printers, computers, like this chainsaw, just random things that I find. And I often get asked, why don't you just finish a project? Well, to me, it's not about, hey, I want to build a robot. I'm going to build a robot, uh, program it, make a controller, get all this stuff to build a robot and finish it. I mean, then I'm just going to have a robot, and what am I going to do with it? Drive it around in circles? So really, like this robot right here. It's kind of just a very simple, just a platform with a caster, two wheels and a blank circuit board, which I've yet to design a circuit for. Uh, this robot by itself isn't gonna do anything. It can't go around and clean up your room. It can't fight fires or find your lost dog. Sorry about your dog, whoever's dog's lost, but it can teach you how to make things. Like this caster was made from an old printer wheel with a piece of aluminum channel. Up here, you can't see them, but inside this block, there's actually ball bearings I ripped out of a computer fan. And so a caster with ball bearings, you know, these motors are German made. They're like really nice gear motors that I got out of a security camera uh, autofocus mechanism. These wheels are off some old RC car I got probably for like $2 at the what do you call it? Salvation Army. But so yeah, this robot can't do anything. But making all these things, I learned stuff doing that. And kind of like this engine. I mean, I know some stuff about engines. Everybody knows this is a cylinder. Everybody knows, flywheel, carburetor, stuff like that. But when you really just take it apart, you discover that it's more than parts. Like, somebody had to design all this stuff, and somebody had to figure out how big to make that cylinder, how big to make the connecting rod, and just all these different things. So yeah, I guess what I'm trying to say is, if you want to build something or tear something apart, like say, I don't know, you see one of my projects or another project online, and you're like, oh, well, I can't do that. Well, you can try. You got an old VCR or something. Those things are good to tear apart. I tell you, man, you can get a whole bunch of stuff. VCRs and printers, they're like the mother lode. But anyhow, so you got one of those. You just tear it apart. See what happens. You don't have to finish anything. Nobody says, well, if you tear this apart, you have to build something out of it. No, there's just nothing like that. So, anyhow, I don't even know what I'm saying right now because, like I said, I'm just at home by myself, bored. But so there's all these projects, and they're just not gonna get finished. Like right now, I got a kayak out in my garage. I'm building a 17-foot long out of boards I bought from Menards. You just rip it down on the table saw and glue them together. But, you know, that is one project that I really want to finish. It's just kind of a time issue thing in my jig, plus money for fiberglass marine resin, which is kind of pricey. But anyhow, someday I'm going to finish that kayak. But see, the thing is, I know how to do woodworking and stuff, and I'm pretty good at all these things, but it's because I've tried it. It's trial and error. And when I set out to make a kayak, it wasn't like, oh, this is gonna be a super easy project. But I literally just started searching YouTube, and there's videos that say, hey, most kayaks are this long or they're this wide, and I literally stumbled upon. It's this software that you use in your browser to take you to websites that are similar to other websites, but to the point. I literally stumbled upon this software that allows you to just drag and drop. Like you say, you want your kayak to be this long, you want it to be this wide. It does all the lofting and all the calculations for you, and then you just you literally print off your design. It gives you like these cutouts that are the shape of the kayak at different sections. So then you take those cutouts and you line them up one beside the other on a big long 2x4, and eventually you get the skeleton of a kayak and you just staple the things on. But so, like I'm saying, I mean, you can't just go draw plans for a kayak because that's kind of complicated stuff, but you can use the software, which is very intuitive and free and tells you exactly how big of a person it should hold, how fast it should go. It's just cool stuff like that you've got to take that risk and just go learn something new, because really if you go research something or whatever that you don't know about right now, what's the worst that could happen? I mean, I go research right now nanotechnology or something, there's like bazillions and bazillions and bazillions of pages of books and websites out there about nanotechnology. But see, that's the thing, I could just get a better understanding of it. I don't have to understand all nanotechnology, you know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, I don't know. This right here, this is a wireless module for a microcontroller, which is just a miniature computer that can control motors and stuff. I saw this online for like $10 or whatever, and I know what they are, I know what they do, but I don't know how they work necessarily, you know what I mean? So, actually my computer screen just went blank right here. Let me see if I can get that to come back up, because it's kind of awkward making a video when the screen is black. So, password. There you guys are again. Well, actually just my reflection, but you know what I mean. Anyhow, so this part takes a signal from the computer, which is USB, through the software which you create. I don't even know how to make the software yet, but it takes the signal from the computer, sends it to this one, which will be connected to the microcontroller, and all of a sudden I can control my robot or door opener or whatever I want from my computer. And like I said, I mean, I know what this does. I know electrically how it works. I know how to connect it to the microcontroller. It's not that hard. It's just some simple wiring and stuff. I don't know how to program it yet. Now, I know how to program the microcontroller, but I don't know how to program it to send commands to the wireless adapter, which is that. But see, the thing is, you can't be afraid to try things. Like, eventually I'll learn how to program it. I'll sit down and learn how to do it, and I have the part here, so I can do that, right? I don't know, that was a very random tangent. Kind of like the tangent I'm going to go on now. It's, this has nothing to do with what I'm talking about, but maybe it does, School. School is starting up soon, and if I put this on Facebook or YouTube, wherever I put this, I know a lot of my friends are still in, high school, junior high, probably nobody on Facebook's in elementary, but if you're watching, you know, school is one of those things where it's kind of like learning. Well, that's all it is, it's learning. But learning is awesome, okay? Like, you know, I hate English class. You know, I don't know why commas have to go where they say they go. Or semicolons, periods, exclamation marks, a verb tense, whatever that is. It's kind of pointless to me because I don't like English. But see, you have to do those classes just because it's what's required, and honestly, it makes you kind of smarter when you take those classes. And I mean, I'm in college right now, and when I was in elementary school, I got good grades, but I mean, they're nothing phenomenal. So yeah, don't work your butt off for good grades, because honestly, you know, you get a C, a B, an awesome A, you know, you get those grades, you're gonna pass school and you're gonna be fine. And you gotta do good on tests and stuff. But the whole point of school is to learn. So really, just have fun with it. And like, don't be like, oh boy, I gotta do 20 math problems tonight. Be like, oh boy, I get to do 20 math problems tonight. You know, see, it's not easy. It's definitely not fun at times. But when I have an assignment with 40 math problems, which the way they're set up, you end up doing like 5 steps each, so it's like 500 math problems. But when I sit down to do that, I'm like, gosh, this is gonna be torturous, and it is torturous. But when I'm done and I see, hey, 99% or 100% job on this assignment, I'm like, wow, you know, step by step, I was able to get to the right answer, and I completed this assignment. And when you turn that assignment in, which, you know, my math is online, but still, it's like, it's very, very rewarding. So I guess all I'm saying is have fun at school, and kind of like this wireless device that I don't even know how to use yet, I know how to use some of it, and I know what it is. Like, and that's the whole point of school, is knowing what things are and knowing how to find information. You're not going to go to school and memorize everything. It's all about learning how to learn, learning how to find information. Okay? That's easy. And, you know, that's just the school part of school, you know. The other part of school is, you know, the whole social aspect. Now, I went to school, and I was the guy that just kind of sat by myself, you know, probably, I don't know, probably looked like a total nerd or whatever, because I basically was, but I didn't talk to anybody, and, you know, I was content with that. But you gotta talk to people. So honestly, just go to school and talk to people, and there's lots of amazing people out there who will be your friend. And I don't even know why I'm talking about the social aspect of school, because I don't know anything about it. But, you know, just go to school and have fun. That's what I'm saying. Because, like, I sat down in this shop, and this is like my school. You know, everything down here is self-taught, and that's what's amazing. So, man, scream it black again. So, see, that's what's amazing. You can 1, 2, 8, 0, 5, 6, 5, 4, 2, enter, and amazing. So what I'm saying is, just have fun with school, and I wish everybody good luck, because like I said, I know school is coming up, and, you know, people might be, I was always kind of nervous the week before or whatever, and like I was saying, I'm going to college right now. Matter of 3 weeks, I'll be done at Purdue studying manufacturing engineering. Now, that's not the easiest thing in the world, and I know it's going to be demanding at times, but like I said, one step at a time, you'll do fine. I mean, you'll do fine. So what is the next topic? Does anybody even enjoy this video? Like, is me ranting on about random things just completely pointless, or is it fun to hear my opinion on such things? This is a 3/4 inch wrench. Okay, that was completely stupid, but yeah, that was completely stupid. But it makes me think of a wrench that I made. Now, see, this is what you call a clutch, a centrifugal clutch for that motor that I'm going to use for an RC car. This is actually attached to the end of the crankshaft right here. Threads on backwards, just so you know. Okay? And when this gets spinning at a high enough RPM, it will engage to this clutch disc, or whatever you call it, which is somewhere over here. See, they don't connect right now. But when this gets going fast enough, this thing spreads outward and it connects, which engages the sprocket on the back here. You probably didn't want to know that, but now you know. Anyhow, in order to get this off of here, because it was really tight to begin with, because I just cleaned this motor entirely. In order to get it off, you have to have a wrench, a special wrench that will fit between this hole and this hole. Now, what are you going to do? Spend $20 to order a stupid wrench just to take off a part that only costs like $5? No. You make a wrench. Now, you know the wrench has to have 2 pegs that stick down that hole and turn, right? Now, that's not a complicated thing. So from that, you can derive the idea that, hey, I need 2 pegs that stick down like that. Right here, there's 2 pegs welded to a washer, and that washer is just welded to a piece of scrap steel. It's nothing special at all. The most complicated part about this whole thing was getting these 2 pegs the right distance apart, but that's as simple as measuring the distance between those 2 holes with the calipers. These are really my best friend, you know. So then you just drill a hole in that washer, put 2 pegs in there, weld it, and you're good to go. That was fun, wasn't it? Now, I don't want to make this video too long, especially since I don't even know what I set out to make it about. But, yeah, so I really have nothing else to talk about right now. Nothing at all. It's just kind of fun to talk to a computer from time to time because it's, you know, sometimes I don't talk to people all that much. But, oh, me and my friends, you guys, Marcus, Phil, you know who you are. We're building a C-scooter. You know what a C-scooter is? It's like a pipe with batteries inside, with a propeller on the back. It's all waterproof. And you just kind of hold it on your chest like this, and then you go in the water, and it shoots you across the water, kind of like a Sea-Doo, but it's called a C-scooter. Anyhow, this circuit right here is what's going to control the speed of our motors. You know, you got a little volume control over here. Everybody's seen one of those on their boom box, you know. So this circuit right here is what's going to control that. And that's just, see, this is just, nothing on here is complicated at all. I didn't even design this circuit, you know. I found a paper online that shows you, I wonder where it's at. It shows you where all the wires get connected and stuff. So see, you want to learn electronics, you just get yourself a soldering iron, tear a whole bunch of parts off an old printer, and Google it. Seriously, Google the parts. Like, just Google the word resistor. You'll see a picture of it. Once you see a picture of it, you know what it is, and you're like, hey, I got 20 of those on this circuit board. Anyhow, so this whole thing's just going to control the speed of the motor, and that was sitting right here, and I wanted to make this video about 20 minutes, so I showed it to you. It's weird how there's a delay on the screen between the camera. Anyhow, I'm going to let you go because this video is getting really, really long and nobody's going to want to watch it. So I'll let you go. And, next time, if there is a next time, I'll maybe have something more relevant to talk about. Okay, well, God bless. See y'all later.